Hey everyone, and welcome to my tutorial channel. This video is just going to be a quick introduction to my channel, what it's about, and how to make the most of the content that I put up. I figured that since I've gotten mildly popular at this point with over 10,000 views, I should probably go ahead and make a channel trailer or something similar. I'll begin by talking about why I made this channel in the first place, and the reasons are as follows. If you look around in YouTube, you'll find plenty of academic tutorial channels, like Khan Academy, MIT OpenCourseWare, and so on. Of course, the number of tutorial channels isn't as high as the number of gaming channels, entertainment channels, and cat video channels, so there's still some room in the market for newcomers. However, the thing with a lot of tutorial channels is that the people running them usually aren't trained in advanced college-level subjects, and even if they are, they're usually confined to one type of subject. Most channels like Khan Academy cover only the elementary basics up to the high school level or the first year college level, as of this video. Now, there are still channels which cover college level and graduate level courses like MIT OpenCourseWare, but the problem with them is that the lectures are around an hour to 2 hours long. I don't know about you, but for a lot of people, we either don't have that much time or we don't have that kind of attention span. And finally, a lot of the lectures I've seen on YouTube seem to go at a slow pace and aren't very smoothly run. What I mean by that is you'll sometimes hear stuttering, a bunch of ums, coughing, sneezing, mistakes made on the blackboard, which the teacher has to go back and erase, so a lot of things that interrupt the flow of the video and distract attention. And this is where I come in. The purpose of my channel is to make videos that minimize or completely nullify some of the weaknesses seen in typical tutorial channels. For instance, I'm trained in a wide variety of subjects at the college level, including biology, physiology, physics, math, engineering, organic chemistry, economics, and biochemistry. Granted, I don't know everything, but I have a wide and deep enough base to learn and go deeper into these subjects and make tutorial videos about them. In my channel, you'll also find that none of my videos go above 15 minutes, and this is precisely because I want to maintain the viewer's attention and keep things concise. Finally, my videos are heavily edited to flow well, so I remove all the stutters, the ums, the interruptions, and try to keep the mistakes to a minimum. Of course, I'm not perfect, so it is possible to find mistakes in my videos, and if you do, please let me know in the comments. Speaking of comments, let's talk about the second thing I'm going to discuss, which is how to best make use of my videos. The first thing you can do is, before watching any video I make, you can read the description. The description has a brief summary of the contents of the lesson and a list of prerequisites to the video you're watching, so you know what to read up or watch to better understand the lesson beforehand. So for instance, in my video about Bessel functions, the list of prerequisites is whatever occurred in the playlist before that video, so these 3 lessons over here. The description also contains a link to the things I wrote on the blackboard during the lesson. Some people have requested these, so I figured that I put them in every video I make from now on. Finally, there's a link to my Patreon page in the description, so if you want to support me, you can go there. But really, likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, those are also perfectly valid ways of supporting my work, so don't feel pressured because these videos are supposed to be for the public. The second thing you can do to best make use of my videos is to turn on annotations. You might be inclined to keep your annotations turned off by default because some videos can be rather obnoxious about the annotation feature, but my annotations are pretty tame. I only have at most 1 or 2 links to either my Patreon page or the latest video I made, and those usually show up at the end of the lesson, so they won't really interrupt anything. But the biggest reason you want to keep annotations on is that sometimes I clarify details and correct mistakes that I made during the lecture in them, so there's helpful information in there. And finally, you can make use of my lessons by commenting. Comments are really helpful for me. They help me find out my mistakes if I made any, they help me clarify questions, and they can also be used to make requests for future videos. So by commenting, you not only help improve your understanding of the material, but you also help anyone else who might come and watch the video in the future, so I highly recommend commenting. Also, you can be sure that when you comment that I'll probably see it. And if it's a question or a mistake that you want to point out, then I'll most likely reply to it as well. I like to actively engage with my viewers, so you can rest assured that I read all my comments. Now before I go, I have a couple of quick disclaimers that I want people to know. The first thing is that I'm not a professor, I'm just a graduate student who likes learning and expanding his academic boundaries. Nonetheless, I have plenty of experience teaching undergrads as a TA and even a sessional instructor, so I have a pretty good handle on what I'm doing. Lastly, if you make a video request, I will get to it, but I won't get to it immediately. This isn't a full-time thing for me, so sometimes I have other things to do that occupy my time. Anyway, that should be it for this intro. I hope you found it useful, and I hope that you liked it. I'm looking forward to making more videos for you guys to enjoy in the future. Thanks for watching.